This is the Donetsk region of Ukraine. A large Russian unit has set out on a reconnaissance search along the Donetsk region route. These soldiers, unaware of what will happen to them, will soon encounter great chaos. After this drone attack, the Russian unit starts to run away in panic, but they are all being closely monitored by drones. The drone launches kamikaze attacks on the rest of the group one by one. In such an area, these soldiers have nowhere to run, but they don't even try to shoot the drone because they are panicked. Look at the soldiers running. They are looking for a place to escape. But the area they are in is very deserted and there are no buildings. The 15-man Russian unit is completely destroyed in hours. Such a huge loss occurs in just a few hours. Look at how the drones hit them. This really shows that the fate of the war is determined by the drones. These are the new weapons of modern warfare. A Russian soldier trying to hide still can't do it. They are forced to give up in the face of dozens of drones coming towards them. These soldiers encountered chaos when they least expected it, and that was their end. A drone attack is coming to a soldier who was spotted in a ruined house. But he manages to escape and quickly tries to get to another place. Look, you can see him running. Now there is a kamikaze drone after him. The chance of escaping this is very small. Now let's watch it again. This is really a big destruction. Look carefully at these soldiers. This is a huge mistake they made. Soldiers sleeping in an open area. They are unaware of what is going to happen. The drone continues to watch them. They seem to be talking among themselves. Here comes the first bomb. The sleeping soldier is killed right there. This mistake they made in the open area is their end. These Russian soldiers who try to hide from the drone by stopping their movements cannot do this. The drone drops a bomb on them just in case. It is now certain that they are alive. Some of the soldiers who start to run away are injured and fall. The drone drops another explosive on the soldier who is trying to escape. He is also injured now. Look at the soldier who is trying to escape by crawling and injured. This soldier, who was wounded in the leg, tries to stop the bleeding by bandaging his leg. However, another bomb is thrown at the place where he is. Now the other wounded soldiers there have also lost their lives. He is now alone, but not for long. This Russian unit near the Siversk region immediately starts running into the wooded area when they notice the drone coming after them. But they can't escape the FPV drone. You can see that they are carrying heavy loads, most likely carrying ammunition. None of these soldiers survived. Moreover, it is a huge tactical mistake for these soldiers to make such a mistake when this region has been repeatedly attacked by drones. They no longer have anywhere to escape. I can see a few soldiers still moving among them, but do you think they will survive? Have you seen the interesting coating on this tank before? This is the coating that is found around tanks in many drone strikes. Russian forces are covering armored vehicles with a different armor to protect them from drone attacks. This is done to prevent any drone attacks and airstrikes. However, we have seen that in most cases this does not work, because drones attack from the front, which is the weakest part of this armor. Although this solution found by the Russians seems a bit primitive, it has slowed down drone attacks a bit for now, but it is not a definitive solution. In this footage, 2 Ukrainian soldiers from the 425th Separate Assault Regiment Skala repel the attack of the Russian assault group in the direction of Pokrovsk in the Donetsk region and take prisoners. Ukrainian and Russian soldiers who meet in the village start fighting. Russian soldiers first try to raid the house to get the Ukrainian soldier out of there. However, when Ukrainian soldiers respond with the same violence, it becomes clear that this will not be easy. Some of the Russian soldiers are seriously injured by a bomb thrown at them from the house. They try to retreat in panic. Ukrainian soldiers manage to disperse the Russian soldiers with the help of drones. There is no place left for them to run. The Russian soldiers were initially on the offensive, now they are on the defensive. Several kamikaze drones continue their attack. Ukrainian soldiers come out of the house and chase after the two surviving Russian soldiers. They take the seriously injured soldiers prisoner. The Ukrainian UAV unit of the 32nd Mechanized Brigade destroyed the entire Russian assault team in a light vehicle. In this footage recorded by cameras, you can see the vehicles inside the vehicle. It is assumed that these are troops sent to reinforce the Donetsk region. In this image reflected by the thermal cameras of the drones, there is a Russian tank on the move. But it is now the target of the kamikaze drone. The drone, equipped with anti-armor piercing explosives, causes serious damage to the tank. At the same time, another drone launches a kamikaze attack. The tank no longer has a chance to escape. The Russian soldiers begin to flee into the forest. The escaping soldier is easily detected by the thermal camera. Their chances of survival in this deserted area are very difficult. In such an open area, they have become an easy target. The drone also carries out a kamikaze attack on these soldiers. Now let's look at the same attack from a different perspective without a thermal camera. We can see that it would be difficult to operate in pitch darkness without thermal cameras. These Russian soldiers, who were spotted near the Kursk region, are an obvious target for Ukrainian drones. The soldiers, who are advancing in a flat position, have taken no precautions against the drones. Especially in this area where there are no trees, they have almost no chance of getting rid of the drones. This is how Russian positions are being destroyed by FPV drones. If you look carefully, you can see the weapons in these positions. The Russian positions, which include mortars and various weapons, are now unusable. They are largely abandoned. But they have left their intact weapons. Some still have people in them, but they no longer have a chance of survival. We see that drones primarily target weapons, because without weapons, soldiers are no longer a threat. Look, a kamikaze drone explodes into a shelter with people inside.